Hello everybody, my name is Turbo Concept and welcome back to Comic Studio. And today we're gonna be checking out of this video that I might going to do this. This is not this video as well. This is actually in this video we're gonna be talking about for not for kids as well, as we jumped in to Not for Kids Comic Studio, which is exactly suitable for over ages of 20 or ages at 18 or younger or very older as well. So I'm not sure, this is not very young as well, so no younger people could be able to view for about this, for especially something is actually gonna be tried to do as anything that who somebody want. And exactly itself, this is absolutely gonna be going all the way right over here. So before we're gonna be making up the started of this video, I might going to be trying to proof of this video or proofing of this comic studio wasn't actually for kids like anything as well. So this comic studio for this comic creator is not for kids, and why it says not for kids, which is impossible, that is never gonna be tried to say like this thing as well, because of its age restrictions like these. I'm probably very not sure that isn't going to be looking at this thing as well. So even though was actually looks like not for kids as well, as we're going to be talking about the characters. As we're starting up this video, let's going to do this. It says everything's characters says not for kids like these things. The others like their guys, there's a phone guy and the illegal company employee. We have good guys over here. So we got absolutely was actually for the kids as well. Kids as probably was, I'm not very sure. These guys aren't, I'm probably not these guys, but this one guy wasn't actually a one purpose. It was actually without some sort of an eye as well. So looks like it has masked himself for one reason. So hopefully there must be one character as well. I really put for one things outside to do this. Next one is the blue thing like others. The money dream capture or the dream catcher as well. It might able the subject to be hanging out from anything about of those things. But next is the phone guy. I'm probably very sure this is actually going to be pretty ringing him this out, so this is not going to be taken a little bit as well. This is the alive version, this is the prop version of the telephone. So this is the proper version of the telephone, and this is the living version of the telephone, which is actually isn't probably real or exist. But these old telephones are pretty real until they're scrapped like anything like before. And what about this for the illegal money employee? It was actually for some sort of a male or female. For one thing is that I'm not sure. This is the guy from Atomic or some sort of the atomic person. And what about for the users submitted sprites? Nothing. Everybody is nothing. The kindergarten was actually contains for some sort of a monsters. But looks like I never meant to do this. What is like those extremely monsters as hell. Monsters with certain bloods as well. And certain of those beasts. And some sort of a pirates like these things as well. A big snake or big snail like their way. And the final category is the bad guys as well. Oh dude, this is not going to get a little bit so well. So why this guy is actually invisible? I'm probably sure this is actually the old guy as well. And the next one, it was the small bear from Freddy Fazbear's. Or from Freddy Fazbear's, like the Five Nights at Freddy's security breach. I mean, this thing from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. And what about this? Very not quality as well, so I'm probably sure this is the extremely low quality person. And that is all of the characters itself, because there must be some sprites too. We got a hat and some sort of a things of unknownly nose as well. And probably nerd face could be right over here. This is a nerd face over here. And what about this tank? Should we gonna be going behind him? And that must be all of the characters from this site. So the first thing, let's just completely restart for this time, because I hopefully that was not really quick, as over 7 minutes. As we refresh the page, we might absolutely going to be added again. And I'm not sure that we're going to be trying to start impossibly as well. So there must be available sprites with those three until there's nothing for a submitted sprites like anymore as well. So even without anything about of these kindergartens. And oh dear, we forgot the drone. I never dare. This is not very possible that I just never be able to be seen. And the last one could be for one reason. So there must be some sort of a nightmare stage, but I don't want to choose it as well. So we have 3 different photos. We have a unknown countryside, a prison cell, and the air museum, or some sort of an interior airport, or just gonna be inside of the airplane bunker that I'm not pretty sure that it was kind of a bit real. And that must be for a realistic captured, or for a real captured photo, but not in this airport as well, because exactly that must be some sort of for the airplane shop, or some sort of an airplane garage, or a bunker as well. So that must be some sort of a big garage like these things. So we're gonna be added for some characters, not for any kinds of reasons like there to do so. And we're gonna be added for the nightmare stage as well. So let's start it up for the One Piece. And I just accidentally made this a little bit of move pretty frequently. And looks like this is one bad guy over here. And another one couldn't be able to do so as anyways. So I'm probably very sure that we're gonna be spawning a little bit for as one. This is Freddy Fazbear's. I mean, this is from for the. I don't really think so. This is gonna be from the sister location as well. So I'm probably very sure we're gonna be putting for the kindergarten of Ban Ban. And it was supposed to be putting on monsters from this airport. And the big chicken could be right over here. It's exactly not that big. And those pretty monsters. And a pirate's person from over here. And that snail, I cannot believe it. This is actually, that does not going to be a little bit as well. So should we gonna be trying to move a little bit smaller? And finally, this is not actually where I've been ready to do so. We got suspects in the prison? Nope. We don't really think that they are. Because I'm pretty exposed to do this, but I never tried to do like anything before. As before we're gonna be end of this video, I'm probably sure that we're gonna be added a crying child over here. Such as humans. Or not really it was. Let's try to search for Five Nights at Freddy's. And which is actually still work. When it doesn't work, that's subject to be for another maintenance. Anyways, that we're gonna be trying to find somewhere else for some sort of a humans have being afraid like these or something like it's for a crying child, and it's something was actually being chased, but looks like this is a crying boy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. And looks like that must be Gregory, like this anyways. So, she was walking away very fast and getting all the way out of their hands of this giant chicken. And what about those Freddy bros? They're just gonna be one inside of that prison. And what about of these persons? Was that William Afton? I don't really think this is actually possibly him. And I'm very sure this is actually unlike the purple guy. He's walking down the streets. And he's gonna be coming after her for this time. So, finally, that could be the end of this video for about of these things as well. And if you didn't like of this video that I just made it out, we got 2 comics that we eventually have all the characters, and then we got for some sort of a little bit of project as well. So that could be the end of this video. That I mean this, you're gonna be at age of 18 or age of 20 to view at this comic studio, and which is pretty not so well, and I never felt that it wasn't going to be like this thing as anyways. So this is gonna be for thanks for watching, like anyways as well. I'm probably sure that this comic studio is gonna be linked in the description, but you gotta be absolutely for the adulthood itself or some sort of an adulthood that you'll be required to viewing about this comic studio. Thanks for watching and for all your support. That I might going to be signing off as well, and I might gonna talk to you all later. And also, the main website is going to be linked in the description as well. Bye-bye!